Hi everyone, good morning.
Hi Siva,
Morning,
good
Shiva.
morning.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
Hi,
Shiva. Good
Shiva.
morning,
Good
team.
morning, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Good.
Yes, Sahil, you can start.
Okay, team. Hi, team. Good morning. I'm today here to present regarding the cybersecurity. Today we'll be understanding what are the cybersecurities, what are the types of cybersecurities, what are the jobs and professional in cybersecurities, and what are the current threats that are in cybersecurity. So let's start the presentation. So first of all, team, let's understand what is cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is also known as information security, and it is a field dedicated to protect computer systems, networks, programs, data, and unauthorized attacks from unauthorized attacks and damage or a thief. Or the primary goal, let's say the primary goal of cybersecurity is to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information computing resources. And in rapid evolving digital age that we are living in today, there are different cybersecurity threats, and diverse, sophisticated cybersecurity measures are essential to safeguard sensitive information and maintaining the trust of individuals and organizations. Let's also understand why it is important. So, cybersecurity, as we can also know that the cyber networking is a very vulnerable in today's age. So for this to eradicate these risks and to prevent data loss and company strategy loss, so they will try to protect their information data and protect personal data and trade secrets, intellectual property, and sensitive government information obtaining from the cybersecurity. So, as also it even starts from individual perspective, we do protect our like email accounts, data from emails from personal level to organization level. For example, we have also our company NYGCI also protects the data of clients and uh, these treaties that NYGC have signed from other clients. We protect those data in company perspective, and even government in the government level also they protect their information data and secret missions to go into it might go into like wrong hands, so they protect these informations through cybersecurity. And let's also understand why how like cybersecurity is in job market. So with the booming market and globalization and risks in digital age and digital networking, the market in cybersecurity is increasing, and understanding need of cybersecurity job market evolves, staying informed about industry trend, identifying key skills and certifications in demand. And also the most important certifications that are in demand right now for cybersecurity in particular are CISSP, which is Certified Information System Security Professionals, and Security Plus CE as Security Ethical Hacker, and those security certifications are really important in today's job market in cybersecurity. So let's move forward to the components of cybersecurity. So, cybersecurity or information security is the practice of protecting computer security. So, in this process, there is some components, vital components, which are essential to understand and to uh, get be aware of. So first, there is protection against cyber threats. In cyber threats, there are malwares, phishing sites, and denial of services and distribute denial services. Malware is basically, it means defense against malicious software such as viruses, worms, Trojan horses, or ransomware, spyware. Such kind of threats is the protection against cyber threat. And phishing sites, as we all know, we have been through that point where we receive different links to say that, for example, we might have received link for like, you have won this thing, please click to this link and you will receive the reward. Such kind of links are phishing sites. The attackers, they create a link to send it to you, and they will take the information of the victim, and they will misuse those information. So phishing sites is that sort of thing. And denial of service and distributed denial of service attacks, it is the implementing measures to prevent, mitigate disruption caused by overwhelming system with traffic. So as we all know, we have many traffics going on in the internet, and within those internet there might be some errors or some miss a gap which might lead the information to go towards a different place. So protecting those sort of informations and those sort of data is under comes under protection against cyber threat. And moving forward, there is infrastructure or network security, which is, we are all connected through network, and we have to protect our networking data, which is protected through firewalls and also through intrude detection systems, and also IPS. So in firewalls, it is basically setting up barriers to filter and monitor incoming and outgoing network traffics. We already have one of the firewalls which is pre-installed in our system as well. So those sort of protection from unwanted network threats, it falls under this category. So also IPS, which is identifying and responding to potential security threats within the network. S- So these sort of things, it comes under network security and infrastructure security. And identity and access management, it is like, uh, who- to whom to give the access regarding the data or regarding the information. This is managed in cybersecurity by the company or by the government level, and also by personal level as well. So in identity and access management, there are two sub components. They are authentication and authorization. Authentication is basically verifying the identity of user or system through passport or multi-factor authentication, biometrics, those sort of things. And authorization is controlling access to a specific resource based on user permission. So within organization or within government organization, there might be some information which is vulnerable. So those sort of information are authorized by the company or by government, so they cannot be accessed by everyone else. And another one is data encryption. In data encryption, means keeping the storing the data or the information in such way that no other party or no other attackers or hackers might get into your data and use those data. So for that, there are two methods, which is securing data in transit and securing data in rest. So in securing data in transit is basically like using encryption protocols to protect information as it is transmitted over network. So whenever, if I'm for example, if I'm sending a file to let's say one of my colleague, so it is meant to be received by him or her only. So no other uh, colleagues or no other employee from the organization or from the inter-organization can have access to it. So it is called securing data in transit. And also we have securing data in rest, which is like encrypting stored data to prevent unauthorized access even if physically devices are compromised. So this means that even if I have the device with me, it does not allow me to authorize to get the information that are stored in those devices or systems. So moving forward, we have security assessment and audits. So after providing security, there is it is very essential that you need to do assessment and audits. Is it's like a checking process if your data is secured or not, and if it's not, they might have to use different tools and softwares to protect the data and enhance the data. So, in this category, there is two way which we can protect the data, which is like vulnerability assessment, which is identifying and addressing weaknesses in systems, networks, and application, which is like checking. It's like rectifying the errors, whatever the errors are there in the systems. We can check it and rectify those errors. And another one is penetration testing, which is uh, simulating cyber attacks to evaluate the security of a system or network. Uh, so the security provider use different software tools to penetrate the testing system to simulate the cyber attacks. And another one is security policies and procedures. And security policies and procedures is establishing and enforcing security policies and procedures to guide the organization in maintaining a secure computing environment. So it's a policy, it's a rule, or it's a regulation that a company or government or any other organization they implement to provide good and secure maintaining a secure computing environment and providing cybersecurity awareness trainings for employees or for the government workers to recognize, mitigate security risks. So, with these things, the cybersecurity can be controlled, and the data leakage, those sort of things will be controlled. In incident response and recovery, we have it is like developing and implementing plan to respond to and recover from security incidents. It's like even if there is some incidents, let's say if there is some data breach or data breakout, even if in case if that happens, we can always try to recover those data and keep it more securely, so so that in future it won't be breached again. And another one is security governments. This one is very important topic in cybersecurity in current market. It is like defining and maintaining a framework for the organization's overall approach to cybersecurity. It's like maintaining a law, rules, and regulation by which certain data can be only shared with certain people or certain place, which is important over there. So this is the basic components of cybersecurity. And let's go towards types of cybersecurity. So in this slide, let's understand what are the types of cybersecurity. And first one we have is network security. So, network security is focus more on securing computer networks and preventing unauthorized access, attacks, and data breach measuring, and firewalls and detection systems. And we can some companies or organizations also use VPN to protect their data. It falls under network security. So any threats that is coming from network and those sort of things uh, are protected in network security. So, moving forward to endpoint security, which is concentrated on protecting individual devices, endpoints such as computer, laptops, and mobile device from cyber threats, or also antivirus and protection system platform are also some of the examples of endpoint security. So it's like a daily uses devices that we use or any employee use. So protecting those sort of devices is endpoint security. And cloud security is ensuring the security of data, application, and infrastructure hosted in cloud environment. So this is basically whatever the data our organization holds or strategies, business plans they holds, those sort of data are stored in cloud. So protecting those data from cloud falls under this type of security, cloud security. And another one we have application security. Application security, it aims to secure a software application by identifying and addressing vulnerabilities. So it basically means that if a organization develops any application, or if the organization use any application to run their daily activities or to run their business process. So protecting those sort of applications from the vulnerabilities falls under these kind of securities, application securities. For example, we have also in our organization also we use KK, and protecting data from KK or from monster, those sort of things uh, being misused of those sort of things falls under this category, application security. So moving forward, we have information security, and information security focuses more on safeguarding sensitive information from unauthorized access or disclosure of information to unauthorized access and alteration and destruction. So it is like protection of informations, like there is no any physical device, networking device, or anything involved in this. It is only protecting the information such as data classifications or any classified data of any organization. So protecting such sort of applications or sort of information falls under this category, information security. And another one we have identity and access management, IAM. So in this it basically means managing user identity and control access to system and data. It also allows multi-factor authentication, single sign-on, and privilege management. Such sort of identity and access management falls under this category, identity and access management. And another one we have security awareness training. So also different companies or different government organization provide these training programs for information security and evolving. It's like educating individuals within an organization to recognize and mitigate cyber threats. So if you don't know what are the threats that might mitigate, you can never protect those threats. So it first of all you need to know the threats. So organization they provide educational program or uh, these training programs to simulate phishing exercise and also to provide awareness programs. So this falls under security awareness training. And another one we have cryptography. Cryptography, it utilizes mathematical techniques to secure communication and data. And encryption algorithm, cryptographic keys, and security key management are essential in this area. And we also have like encrypted data and encrypted sources, keys to recover the data, lost data. Those sort of security are they falls under cryptography. And another one we have IoT. It's also called Internet of Things security. It's like it's more focusing on securing IoT devices, networking from cyber threats. It also includes device authentication, crypt- encryption, and IoT security frameworks. And we have industrial control system, which is ICS security, and it is more concerned with protecting critical infrastructure and industrial system from cyber threats. For example, if there is any manufacturing industry, they manufacture certain goods in certain techniques, which might reduce their overhead costs. So protecting those sort of data from competitive organization or from any other attackers falls under this category, this type, which is industrial control system. And we have wireless security, which, as we all know, we also use it in our daily basis. Wireless security means Wi-Fi or any other medium of communication which we use to communicate without any wire devices. So securing such sort of devices like your phone Wi-Fi, laptops, or company Wi-Fi, those sort of security is called wireless security. They falls under this category of security. It's like securing the wireless networks and device from unauthorized access and attacks. Also, it's like encrypting, securing configuration, and prevention from unauthorized attacks. They falls under this category. So we have another type of cybersecurity, which is disaster recovery and business continuity. Uh, this mainly focuses on planning for recovery of cybersecurity incident to ensure business continuity, backup and recovery plan. Also, redundant system and testing fall under this category. So let's move forwards to the jobs in cybersecurity. So let's understand what are the evolving jobs that are that falls under cybersecurity. First one, and most essential one, is a cybersecurity analyst. The major responsibility of cybersecurity analyst is to monitor network traffic, analyzing security logs, and implementing security measures to protect against cyber threats. So we also have the cybersecurity analyst role in with Essilor and also with Infinito as well. I hope that we all work for this requirement as well. So, in this requirement, there is compulsory that you need to have bachelor's degree in IT or cybersecurity and a proven experience in cybersecurity analyst. Uh, Mostly, they search for 2 to 4 years of experience in this role, particularly. And as a cybersecurity analyst, you need to have in-depth knowledge of cybersecurity principles, technologies, and best practices. And some of the certifications that are important for this role are uh, CISSP or CES, which is Certified Information System Security Professionals, or Certified Ethical Hackers. So those sort of things they search in a cybersecurity analyst. And another, we have incident responders. So let's understand what incident responder do, or what their jobs are. So incident response responders focuses more on identifying and mitigating cyber incidents. So they monitor the incidents from the front row of the organization, and they play a crucial role in analyzing security breaches, conducting forensic investigations, and developing response strategies to maintain damage and prevent future incidents. So the main role of incident responder is to respond as soon as there is some incident or some data breach or some unusual activities that are happening in the organization. So, for this role, it is compulsory that you need to have bachelor's degree in information or cybersecurity, and you need to have proven experience in incident response or digital forensic or a related role. And as an incident responder, you need to have in-depth knowledge of cybersecurity threat, attack vendors, and security technologies. So, moving forward, we have tester. The major role of penetration tester is to simulate cyber attacks on system, networks, and application to identify vulnerabilities and weakness. The goal is to proactively access security measure and help organizations strengthen their defenses. So in penetration testing, there is like stimulation of cyber attacks, checking if there is any cyber attacks or any attempts to steal the data from organization data is happening from the any networks or from any threats. So the major role of penetration testing is to have in-depth knowledge of cybersecurity concept and methodologies and tools. And as a penetration tester, you need to have bachelor's degree in cybersecurity or information technology and proven experience as working as a penetration tester. So let's move forward to security consultant. And the main role of security consultant is to provide expert advice to organization on improving their overall security exposure. So, as a security consultant, the main role of security consultant is to provide the advice or advisory details by which they can secure their data or any information. So they access vulnerabilities, recommend solutions, and assist in implementing security policies and procedures. So, as a security consultant, you need to have in-depth knowledge in cybersecurity concept, technologies, and regulatory requirements, and also certifications are also required for this role, which is CISSP, CISM, and also CES. Those sort of certifications are required for this role to work as a security consultant. So we have another role, which is security engineer, and the main role of security engineer is to design and implement security system and protocol to safeguard computer systems and networks. As a security net engineer, you need to design a framework or design a pattern in which the organization will be able to mitigate the security measures. So they focus on areas such as network security, application security, and infrastructure security. So those components are vital for this role. And as a security engineer, it is important that you need to have in-depth knowledge of security concept, technologies, and architectures. So architectures such as topologies by which the organization can secure their data. And also they for this role, it is important you have a good understanding of cloud platforms such as AWS or Azure. So while sourcing for candidate, it is important that you need to search for candidate with AWS, Azure, or cloud platform security experience. And also the certifications are also important for this role, and is security certified information security, system security professionals, and certified information security managers. So those certifications are important for this role. So let's move towards security software developers. So security software developers are uh, analysts who works in security operation centers or monitor and respond security alert in real time. They play a critical role in identifying and mitigating security incident and maintaining the overall security posture of an organization. So as a security software developer, you need to able to create a software which can uh, identify the threats and also defend those threats. It's like building customize or personalize antivirus for any organization. So as a software operations and analyst, you need to have proven experience as associate analyst, and also you need to have familiarities with SIEM solutions, IDS and IPS solutions, and endpoint detection and response EDR tools. So those sort of knowledge and expertise are required for this role. It's a little bit higher and senior kind of role. So mostly you need uh, they search for 8 to 10 years of experience for this role in cybersecurity. So moving forward, let's understand security software developer. What is security software developer? And security software developer creates application and tools with a focus on security. They embed security features in software products to protect against vulnerabilities and ensure secure coding practices. So, as a security software developer, you need to be able to develop customized software for organization to protect the data of the organization. So, in this, you need to have in-depth knowledge of secure coding practice and encryption and authentication. And also, you need to have proven experience working as a software developer with a focus on security. And also, you need to have experience working in security frameworks and standards such as OWAPS and secure coding standards. Such sort of tools, you need to have experience. And another one, we have cryptographer. The main role of cryptographer is to specialize in developing cryptographic algorithms and protocols to secure data communication. They play a crucial role in ensuring the confidentiality and integration of information. So, as a cryptographer, the cryptographic algorithm and protocol to secure data, those sort of knowledge and experience is required to be a cryptographer. And for this role, it is important that you need to have master's or PhD degree in cryptography or computer science. So also you need to have proven experience as working as a cryptographer and deep understanding of cryptographic principles, protocols, and algorithm. And it is also important that a candidate needs to be proficient in programming language such as C, C++, and Python to work for this role. And also cryptographic libraries and tools utilization, those sort of experience also is important to work for this role. And we have another one is security auditor. And security auditor is access and evaluate an organization's security policies and practices control to ensure compliance with industry standards and regulations. So as a security auditor, candidates need to have uh, capabilities to create a security policy and evaluate the current security policies that are currently in practices. So as a security auditor, it is important that you need candidate needs to have in-depth knowledge of security concepts, principles, and best practices, and also with iOS 27001 and NIST, GDPR. Those sort of regulatory frameworks and standards are vital for this role. And also certifications also is important for this role, which is certified information system auditor or certified internal auditor, CIA. CISA or CIA, those kind of certifications are important to work as a security auditor. And we have next role we have is security researcher. So security researcher, they basically explore and analyze emerging cyber threats, vulnerabilities, and attack techniques. So attackers, they use different techniques, different uh, tools or coding codes to penetrate the data or to penetrate the information of the organization. So, as a security researcher, candidates should be able to explore and analyze emerging cyber threats. So, their work contributes to the development of new security solutions and help organizations stay ahead of evolving threats. It's like staying ahead of the attackers who will try to attack the information and data of the organization or any government uh, department. So, to work as a security researcher, a candidate must have a master's degree or PhD in security, cybersecurity, or information security, and a proven experience working as a security researcher and a strong organization of security concept, threat intelligence, and vulnerability research. So, they should be able to write their own vulnerability research paper, and also they should be proficient in programming language such as Python, C, C++, or any other technologies that are essential for this role. And another one, we have security manager and director. It is the highest position working in a cybersecurity domain. The main role of cyber security manager or director is to oversee the overall security strategy of an organization. So they are the main pillars or main head of the organization in the cybersecurity department, who are responsible for developing policies, managing security teams, and ensuring that security initiatives aligned with business objectives. So, to work as a cybersecurity manager or director, candidate must have proven experience in working as a security manager or director, track record of successful leadership, and also in-depth knowledge of cybersecurity principles, technologies, and best practices. So, and we have cybersecurity trainer or educator. Cybersecurity trainer or educator are the people who trains and creates the byproduct of the cybersecurity professions, and they teach and train individual organization on best practices, security awareness, and latest development in the field. So they are the trainers or they are the experts in the field who provide the education to the other employees or other individuals. And last one we have is cybersecurity architect. And cybersecurity architect, the main role of cybersecurity architect is to design and create the overall security structure for an organization. They develop security framework, policies, and solutions to ensure comprehensive protection against cyber threat. So they design the overall cybersecurity mechanism to protect the data and information from the attackers. So moving forward, we have this data. There are top eight cyber attacks which happened in 2024, from Jan 2023 to Jan 2024. I found this data on LinkedIn, and the source of data is cyber rights. So in the top one, we have phishing attacks. As I already mentioned, phishing attacks is the way of creating a link or any phishing sites, websites, to get the information from the victim by tricking them, by putting the gifts or reward so that they will give their information away to the attackers. And another one, we have ransomware. Ransomware that can encrypt data and make you pay to them. So whenever we're using like uh, online payment system, so those sort of uh, getting the money to the another unwanted source, so those sort of attacks are ransomware. And we have denial of service, which is also known as DOS. So this is loading excessive load on a machine or network so that it can stop working normally, which means that keeping much traffic in the device so that the devices will stop working and the attackers can get the data from those attacks. And we have middle man in the middle, which is engaging in convert interception and manipulating of communication between two parties without noticing. So it's like stealing the data from the user, and hacker will be able to steal the data from web app. For example, we are the user and someone steals the data that we kept on any social media or those sort of things. If someone is attacking this web application to get your data, those sort of things is falls under man in the middle, which is also known as MITM. And we have SQL injection, which is to get the access of data. Vulnerabilities in data queries can be exploited. So the user, hacker, they basically use a API tool to get the data from the SQL server or organization uh, storage server. Those sort of breaches, data breaches, falls under SQL injection. And another one, we have cross-site scripting X, which is also known as XSS. It is putting the malicious code in website that other people visit. So it's like creating a backup links or any sort of links which can uh, give away the data from the database from the server. And we have zero-day exploitation exploits, so which is attacks take advantage of attackers. They take advantage of unknown vulnerabilities before programming fix them. So those sort of attacks falls under zero-day exploits. And we have DNS spoofing and sending DNS queries to malicious sites so that they can be accessed without permission. So we also have visited some of the sites which will take us to another site. So those sort of fake DNS entries can also create the data breach. So this is also one of the most uh, happened incident in cybersecurity field. And also we have the analysis of how much cyber attacks are happening in the past year. We have financial fraud, we have sabotage of data and networks, we have theft of proprietary information, which is stealing others' ownership to attackers' own name or giving it away to some other users. And we have system penetration from the outside and denial of service. We have this percentage in this respected field, and this is the trend of cybersecurity attacks that happen as for the continent. So in the North America, it is the highest. Uh, it has the highest number of cyber attacks in the past year, and in Asia, we have the rising trend of cybersecurity attacks. So as the rising cybersecurity attacks, there is more scope to work in this sector, and there is more scope to improve this sector as well. So the companies will be hiring more and more cyber professionals within this time. So we have rising cyber attacks in Asia as well, and in Europe, it's nearly in equilibrium point, and in South America it's also controlled. But in American continent and Asian continent, the cybersecurity threats is rising and it's increasing day by day. So the scope and room for improvement in this sector is very high. So thank you, Tim. Thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any question or any queries that are with you right now, you can please go ahead and ask any if you have any queries.